Alright, so here is a Hyperdoc that I created in preparation for the 7th grade park exam for my students. And Hyperdocs are great because it allows you to put a lot of resources all in one place for your students to access. So the way that I created this was I simply went to Google and searched Hyperdoc templates. And if you click this link, you can go to resources and you can look at a couple examples that other people have recorded as well as templates. So the template that I used was this one right down here, Explore, Explain, and Apply. So I downloaded that, and then I just input everything that I needed to that I wanted students to be able to use for park practice. So one thing that I also included were little links. So if you actually click this light bulb up here, I put a link that allows the students to see the 7th grade assessment reference sheet that they were allowed to have during the park practice. The way that I do that is I just picked a image and then you highlight the image, insert, and you go down to link. By doing that, you just put the link right there, hit apply, and when the students click that, the link appears. For each of these links down here, they are linked to a Google Doc, a Google form, where they go and I just simply, had them type in their first and last name and then put park questions that I wanted them to answer. These are very easy to use and to make. Again, you just go to Google Drive and you click New Form and you type in your questions here. The great thing about Google Forms is that it gives you a variety of answer choices. For instance, this one is multiple choice, and you can even put an answer key. For this, you can assign points. I chose that B is the correct answer, and you can also put answer feedback, which is great. Other than that, again, these are also Google Forms. I also put in a Google form here for students to kind of grade some previously scored and responded park written responses. So here's the original prompt. Here's the rubric as how the students were graded. And these are the sample responses. So again, students would read this, determine, do you think this got a score of a 3, 2, 1, or 0, explain, and then I also had students write what they could have done to improve upon the response, if anything. And I just put a couple here for them to look over. Other than that, again, this is just an image that I found and put a link to. I kind of thought about what I thought students would need a refresher on because it's been a while since we covered proportional relationships and percents. So what I did here is I just created a Google slide with a bunch of different videos. Same premise. I put the title here. I went and found a YouTube video of, different things. Like for this one, it's solving unit rates. This is finding unit rates involving fractions from a graph in a table, etc. Took a picture of the video, and just like I showed you before, I inserted a link to the video that brought them directly to that. And then just a couple other challenge questions over here, even included a link to the equation editor so they could practice with that. And so this is how I used Hyperdocs to create a ratio and proportional relationships review with a little bit of percents thrown in there.